Tapos tinali. Hello, hello. Testing, testing. 1, 2. Testing, testing. All right.
Rinig ka.
I
Ang
know.
ganda ng
That's the
intro,
point.
ah.
That's the point.
Ganda ng
We're trying
intro,
to be
ah.
as scuffed as possible, but that's how it is. That's how it is. Anyway, welcome everyone to the also Philippines Nationals 2025 Media Division. Today, on this lovely evening, we have me and Sir 85. Please, sorry, Sir 85. There you go.
Yeah, ang tigas ng accent, ah. Step to 85. Indeed, it is Sergio 85 in the call alongside with Itawachi. Two of the three map pool selectors po ng ating 7K division.
So,
Because our match on hand is a 7K match. And we actually have our number 1 versus number 16 seeded
no, it's number 2 and
players.
number 15, I think.
Oh, number 2 and number 15. Okay. Masyadong nasanay.
Nasanay
Kasi,
sa sinig ni
oh,
Sunny, sir eh.
oh, kaya nga eh. We have our defending champion, Sunny, facing Neko, our number 15 seed. If we could see the team intro, yung versus screen natin.
Yes, sir. Number 2 versus number 15 today. And judging from chat, Neko already looks quite unconfident going into it.
Ayan. Wag mo sabihin tapos na yung
Yeah.
ano ba? You don't
We don't say it yet. We don't say it yet. Until it's over.
you don't say it's finished.
Until it's finished.
We have yeah, that's over. Ano yan?
Wait lang.
Hindi, dapat ano nga ba yung Baroque English version na yun? Yung parang katulad ng like,
Like
don't
yung old English
put
talaga.
me, Baroque English yung masyadong huwag yung masyadong when you take a Tagalog sentence too literally and translate it word per word,
Yeah.
but not thought by thought. So like, wag mong something like, don't, yung ganun.
Yeah. I get you. I think we have the wrong
Yeah.
match here, sadly.
Yeah, I think we see Boyan and Shadow ko here on the versus screen.
Iba po yung match natin. Wait lang. We just have to fix that, I think. There we go.
There we go.
Should be working now.
There we go.
Alright, looks like we are here now. Looks like they're already going into bans, and Sandy banned the Rice 5 Clover. One of the three PWHK charts are gone.
Yeah. But honestly, it's kind of expected to see Sunny actually ban Rice.
They banned Rice 4. They banned my map. Tatlo pa lang yung ban map ko.
Neko banning out Cordlax. So,
na-trauma na ata sa Batsu.
yeah. That's kind of, that's one of the things that can happen. But di naman kasi hero ng Batsub yung or baka what do you call it? They're trying to avoid having to act, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like it'll be open on like seed 8 versus seed 9 or seed 7 versus seed 10 kind of thing. Not like when one of the players here is one of the highest seeds in the tournament. I feel like it's a safe ban naman. It just saddens me, you know?
Yeah. Well, anyways, actually, naban nga din Rice for K-Boji kanina eh.
Yeah. Actually, it was Sorafuro, who's actually our streamer right now, who banned it, no?
Kaya nga eh. Hindi tayo makakakita ng 999 siguro. If that was the case. Okay, I think we're looking...
It appears there's a bit of confusion in the chat. Yeah, so I think, Rice 4 is banned. That's the confirmation. Yes, yes.
Also, if you're hearing the background music, you are actually hearing the PHNats theme.
Yes, for this
So
year, next
hindi
year is what you said.
hanggang Catch 2026. So yes,
Nice.
kino-confirm na po namin. There's actually a Catch Nationals.
Let's go! More catch
Yeah.
representation. I don't even play the game mode, but I like more representation.
Okay, so first pick natin ngayon ay si Neko.
Alright, now, do you pick against Sandy? That's the real question.
Okay, right. Pero anyways, just as a recap, kasi I think we missed it. Neko protected Rice 3. Tapos ang protect ni Sunny is LN2.
Of course Sandy protects the LN2.
Expected.
Very,
Pero
very.
I don't think Sunny protected LN2 because of the song choice.
No, it's just because it's just
It's
because
because
of LN2.
yeah, it's because of LN2. It's yung skill set pa lang mismo.
You can just tell he's good. He's got it in the bag. Looks like we're going on Rice 2. So we have Ojisan chart number 1.
Okay. Like, I remember, I remember refing a qualifier room, and then we were at stage 3, stage 4. And then everyone in the room was like, oh my gosh, ito na yung dalawang magkasunod na Ojisan charts.
I mean, the Ojisan saga. It starts with him, it ends with him.
Kaya nga eh. Okay, here we go with Paranoia, our denser of the two chord stream picks. Actually, medyo interesting na the one interesting thing that we actually have to look at is Sunny's accuracy. It's been a common trend, especially in the early rounds of tournaments, that Sunny's accuracy isn't exactly like isn't exactly the best in PH, so to speak. Because Sunny is that one player who's just gonna improve the harder the pool is.
Yeah, Sunny is the T1 of
So,
the tournament, you know?
Habang tumatagal mas So you kind of want to take advantage of the early game, like of the earlier rounds against Sunny. If you're their opponent.
Future opponents of Sunny gotta listen up, you know? It appears we need to fix on the caster's command for this match. But as we go on for a bit, we've gotten to the first chorus, and Deco did miss, as fortunate as that is, and dropped around 98.5. It was a very clean miss still, but even then, the 1% accuracy rate on Sunny's side is still gonna take a while to even try and surpass Runeko here. And there's not much song left, only about 2/3 left of the song. Let's let Clyde catch. Oh, there we go. And as we get to this one break section, only around 30,000 points, but it's still quite the lead for Neko to overcome here. Sunny is still holding on, very consistent there.
Yeah, sticking with like 99.6% accuracy. Like again, at least for picks like this is one of the harder picks in the pool, I'd say. And Sunny just might as well just try to take this home as much as possible. Like try to score as high as you can, and just be consistent. Like this is one of those matches na I think that it's gonna be hard for you to lose, not because mahirap yung magiging mahirap yung later rounds. So it's more like it's hard to lose because you just have that massive advantage that you might as well just relax and like no pressure at all. Yeah, sometimes players score higher pag walang pressure.
That's true. That's true. I feel like most people can perform better without pressure. So on Sunny, it's just hope that you can stay consistent at this one. And a 987K to start for Sunny. A break point, yes, but that is to be expected when you are fighting the two-time defending champion.
Yeah. In a campaign to get their third straight title.
I want to see it happen, honestly. That would be so cool.
Ano
But
ano,
anyways,
I forgot, kung anong sports league yun, na 'pag mag-3-peat ka disband yung buong team or something like that.
what that exists? What?
Apparently there's one somewhere in the world na 'pag mag-3-peat daw yung isang team, madi-disband yung franchise.
Well, I gotta take a look at that because hopefully that does not happen to Sani. What after if he wins three champions on
Ano
PHNM
yan,
in a
magiging
row,
mapo-promote to
promote
staff.
to mapper and mapu selector. Yun.
Okay.
He will get the Chewy treatment. All right.
Okay,
So,
so ngayon, Sunny picking 10 and
Pamela.
2 as expected. Alam mo, may sinabi ako sa player server kanina eh. Like I said, I think picking Pamela 1 is a mistake because I cannot focus on commentating.
Don't worry, I got you.
Parang Pamela 1, igalaw ang katawan.
Okay, I think for this one we will attempt to have a guy
Ganito.
commentating and a guy singing the theme
Pamela
song.
3, parang kinikiliti. Pamela 4, gagayahin ang F4. Sumayaw, gumalaw na para natutunaw. Na
This better
para
make it to
matutunaw.
highlights. This better make it to highlights.
Igalaw ang katawan, Pamela 2. Kumidwat ng ganito, Pamela 3. Parang kinikilig.
Wala na po yung music, sir.
Okay, okay.
Is this the new host of
Good tayo.
PHF Stuff
1,
Things?
2.
I will attempt to commentate while Surf sings the Pamela 1 song, I
Mela,
guess.
Mela 1. Pamela 2. Pamela, Mela 2. Pamela 3.
Looks like Neko
Pamela,
already
Mela 2.
missed at the very beginning, which
Pamela
is
4.
not
Pamela, Mela
ideal.
4. Pamela 1. Igalaw ang katawan.
How am I supposed to
Kumidwat
comment?
ng ganito.
Okay,
Oh my gosh.
and the Ellen Jack simulator has begun. Neko is
I know.
Neko is quite visibly struggling as to be expected. I don't think he wants to fight Sadi at his best pick at all. We're already halfway through and Sadi's still holding 99.6, much like what he was holding on the Rice 2 earlier. And
Yeah, like Sunny's consistency is just really right there. I think it might actually be possible, but this is Sunny's most favorite pick of the entire pool at this point.
the entire tournament, maybe, honestly.
Hindi kayo mamagaling, gayahin, hindi ka antukin. Subukan nyo na to at papayat kayo. Pamela, igalaw ang katawan.
The last
Pamela,
20% of the map here.
oh my gosh.
The song does calm down a bit more here towards the end with some more symmetrical patterns. But the Ellen Jacks don't fret just yet, and Neko's still holding that 96.8, which is still quite respectable. But Sadi is running home with a near same score of what you got earlier. The 985K. Just about. And I think Surf Chu, even though he may have something to say, I think he's teasing the next iteration of Bosu PH Staff Sings.
What is that 200 count?
What is
That
that?
is wild.
That is actually wild. 11.
Yeah.
7 times less. That's what Neko has exactly. Neko with the reverse ratio, pulling a fur right there. But it's fine. Oh, I didn't realize Sani has a voting. Dang.
I also have a Hall of a keyboard. Yung ginagamit ko panlaro, and actually, it's kind of true. It's actually pretty hard to
Yeah,
play Lens on it.
I my friend on college, he has a Wu Thing. He let me play it a couple times, and dang it, it's really hard to LN on it. But
Like, I actually have to hold harder than I should.
yeah, it does feel that way,
Whenever I
right?
play Lens on it. Yeah. Because like the
Anyway,
switches are so light that
yeah,
any movement will, yeah.
I know you can adjust Wu things, but even then, it's still very light. So I'm not really not used to it. It gives me a buff on like
Also tan
speed, but
yeah.
I cannot LN on
Also tandaan, yeah. Hindi po kami sponsored, ah. We're not sponsored,
not
pero just
sponsored by
note that
Wu Thing, not sponsored. We're
there
just
are other Hall of Fame keyboard brands.
I think Wu
There
Thing
are
is just
also other Hall of Fame keyboard brands.
yeah. I'm pretty sure it's just Wu Thing is just the most well known at
Yeah.
this point.
Yeah. Please remember, meron pong Hall Effect keyboard binibenta sa ano sa Shopee. Tag 1,500 lang po 60%.
Yeah,
Yun yung gamit ko.
I'm kind of interested in getting one, honestly, for in the future. But anyways, we have Hybrid 1 Light Connect. This is the rec chart, no?
Yeah, this is the one of the 3 or 4 rank charts that we have right now.
Let's count the rank charts. We had Rice 4, we have Rice. Oh, no, 4. We have Rice 3, we have Rice 5, we have Hybrid 1. I think that's it, because Vomit is not ranked.
Vomit is ranked.
Is it? I thought it wasn't.
It's ranked. It's ranked like the full spread.
Alright.
All right. So, anyways, Sunny with the early advantage again.
As expected from Sunny. Again, holding 99.5 again.
I think yung magiging main concern dito is really the second half, like that part of the chart where there's no more vocals.
Yeah, I feel like that's the beginning of the end, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Neko struggling still, but is still managing to hold on 97. We are now going to this LN density-esque section here, halfway through. And Sunny is actually managing to gain accuracy out of that part. Oh, but he did get a 200, so he dropped down a tiny bit. Neko getting another miss, but oh, we're getting to the second half of the part now. That's actually gonna be quite hard in a bit. But for now, we have some chord jacks.
Yeah. Like more of these like the elements that follow the guitar riffs.
The LNs with rice. Or no, the rice with LNs. And now this really cool section. Neko actually managed to hitting it. Very impressive.
Yeah, indeed. Stable form here coming from Neko this time around, which is actually a really good sign for them.
But here we go at the ending. And no more mistakes coming from Sandy at all. Actually, not even at all in this chart. And
yeah, no combo breaks. Only 70-200.
987, 985, 984.
Yeah. So we're gonna expect a 983 on the next chart. If we're gonna
basta is something less and less, you know?
Yeah.
We're gonna do some interpolation here.
Yeah. Because the 3 data points are enough. XD. Totally not a statistician. XD.
Totally not an engineer, XCD. Anyway, that should be second break point going to Sunny. And now Sunny's pick again. Wait, apparently, yung Pamela one at Paranoia lang yun ni Sunny.
Oh my gosh, sinaside-trade yung iba. Oh no.
Honestly, that's just a flex.
Okay. Okay, nag-EX na? Is that the EX?
Yep, that's EX3. That's Vomit, sir.
Wow. Okay, so this is our first EX pick of this tournament. So for those who are not aware,
Any
ano
4D
ba?
players in chat who have not been seeing the recent 7K MWC, these EX picks are technically just one round above their equivalent rank.
Yeah. Like more like kapantay ng tiebreaker in terms of
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
difficulty.
This EX3, so this will be our mini tiebreaker hybrid style pick. And we have Vomit. This is an original from last year on MWC, right?
Yeah, indeed. And honestly, like ano like I kept on asking this every time this song comes up. Ba't nga ba vomit yung title?
You're gonna have to ask Technoplanet himself, you know?
Yeah, kind of, yeah. Pero like I think whenever it came up, like we usually end up whenever it came up like in private discussions or what I call semi-private discussions were like or I guess open discussions nga, yun nga siya. Like, ba't nga ba vomit yung title?
Did you get any answers?
They also did not know.
You're gonna have to ask them yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
Here we go. First third of the chart. Or first quarter of the chart, sorry. And Sadi is still holding that full combo again. 99.5. I'm pretty sure we've not seen this guy leave 99.5 or 99.6 this entire time.
Yeah. I mean, there is a chance for them to drop below that if they manage to find a drop here. Ayun,
Yeah, there
sabi
you
ko na
go.
sa'yo.
The slow sections, they always get, yeah. Here we go. One more slow section before the storm of roaches. And Neko with a 97.3. Oh, client.
No?
Onegaishimasu.
The client is clienting.
Yes, the client is client thing. Very words.
Kung alam niyo lang last year doon sa Grand Finals na umabot ng tiebreaker sa bracket 3 sa losers bracket finals, naglalag ang tournament client the entire chart.
Yep, the entire time.
So this is normal. This is a normal occurrence.
We blame Filipino internet providers. Anyways, Neko's actually climbing back that accuracy to 97.8, but we are getting to the hardest section of the pool. Well, for this map, I mean.
And there you go. The mini jacks kind of threw off Neko's accuracy like there, but still above 97.5, which is really impressive. And funnily enough, this is actually Neko's highest accuracy.
On the hardest chart.
Baka ito si Neko, one of those I get better when the pool gets harder na tao eh.
Future 7K MWC player to si Neko. Trust, bro.
Trust.
He's just gonna appear during like semifinals onwards and dominate.
But a few misses coming from Neko in this pretty tricky section. Dropping their accuracy a bit more.
And 981 from Sandy this time. So the next short Sandy plays will be less score than this, obviously.
Yeah, maging 970 na yan. 979.
987, 985, 984, 981.
Yan nga eh.
Okay, 979. Bet ko yan. But still, a very respectable score from Neko, 871k. Honestly, I feel like on quarterfinals, this guy will get higher scores. Now, let's see what the potentially last pick of this match is going to be.
Kay Neko na po ang bola. Ang bola ng yarn. Kasi Neko eh.
Yeah, Neko eh. Cats like playing ball with yarn. Speaking of which, I have to find my cats. They're kind of missing.
Oh no. Okay, Neko will be picking their Protect Campanella.
Such a good song, by the way, Campanella.
I tell you, this is like one of my favorite originals from the MWC. No, from 2024 itself. Like one of my favorite originals from 2024.
Agreed. Campanella probably is like number 3 or top 3 at least for me.
Also,
No, it's,
I don't wanna spoil. I don't wanna spoil too much of future pools, pero one of the picks in a future pool is also one of my favorite also originals. If
oh,
it actually gets finalized. If it
yes.
actually gets
Yes,
finalized.
I would also say that for one of
Oh,
my favorite
yeah.
or those original songs will be used in later pools, but I can't say anything just yet. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
Yeah.
wait for that.
Kasi hintay pa kayo Monday night as
For me,
usual.
I feel like you're gonna have to wait for like a couple more Monday nights, not just this one. Yeah.
Ay, di ba ba? Di pa naman
For
final eh. Di
yeah,
pa
it
naman
didn't.
finalized eh.
Yeah, they didn't
Di pa
finalize,
finalized eh.
obviously, but it's not. It's still not gonna be
Oh.
for next round. That's gonna be for what I'm referring to. But this is Deckos Protect, so they should be doing much better than what we've seen previously.
Basta malala ko lang Lime themselves playtested the MWC chart of this. Like the top difficulty the 7K neto.
How
And it
was
was
it?
actually pretty surreal. Like I've just heard that Lime themselves playtested.
Oh,
Kasi
really?
Lime also has an Ozo account.
Yeah.
Kanki 2. More like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
pun on Kanki 2. Yeah, pun on Lime itself. Kanki 2.
But anyway, a third of the way in, and both players are still holding full combo and I jinxed it. Dang it!
Dang it. Nice job.
My first commentary
Good job.
curse. My first commentator curse of the tournament. No, like full on commentator curse.
Eh, and of many ba?
Uh, let's
Yeah.
not get our hopes up.
Okay, Sunny managing to find a drop, so that is actually Sunny's first combo drop of this entire match.
To be fair, he is sight reading, so I understand
Uh,
it. And it is speed, so I feel like Sunny doesn't really play that much on speed. I feel like he's more on the high level auto jump stuff.
but they're holding on to their accuracy very well, huh? Like, in fairness.
Bro, back to the 99.5 accuracy though for Sunny, and Neko only 1% behind now instead of the earlier showings on the other picks earlier. But the chart does ramp up here a bit. On the ladder, both players hitting the ladders just fine and dandy for them both. But the accuracy holds stronger for Sunny till the end. And with a one miss score on Campanella, Sunny will 5-0 sweep Neko and send them to the losers bracket of for next week. And with that,
Oh, Neko, that's
that's
unfortunate.
a very sad
That's
drop.
unfortunate.
Oh,
Doon
that
pa rin
was
sa
so
pinaka-last na
sad.
Lord. No.
That was so sad from Neko. But with that, we also interpolated Sunny's scores for RO16,
Oh, di ba?
987, 985, 984,
980.
981, 975.
7.5. Galing ah. Galing ah.
I get better
And
as the
that's
30 goes on,
and
but only the rounds go on
wow.
real.
Kaya nga eh. Kaya nga eh. Pero anyways, that's it for this particular matchup. We just need to see the confirmation that Sunny indeed won this match.
That's a win for
Yun.
seed number 2, the defending champion and the guy who wants me to map more K-pop. Sunny. Okay, let's check the bracket for a bit actually.
Yeah nga. So Sunny will be facing the winner of Yuripe and Direx. And Neko will be facing the loser of that said match next weekend. So 3 out of the 8 matches already done.
Which our next match, sir? Do you know?
Okay, so for our next match, in 7K, that will be for tomorrow at 1 p.m. Our number 8 seed Serelia will be facing our number 9 seed. The Dota 2 Invoker, ang Bisaya Japanese player sa PHNats. Right. So, the half Bisaya, half Japanese. Yun. And speaking of the stream, we will be back at 9 p.m. for the last match of today, which is a 4K match between Maya Demon God and Valeria. That's also a very interesting matchup kasi yun yung seed 8 versus seed 9 nila if I'm not mistaken as well.
Yes, that would be their seed at seed 9. No, that
Uh,
you mean it's 10 at 10 o'clock, right?
yeah, that is at 10 o'clock indeed. So, ayun. I think we can end this one tonight since you did the intro. Ikaw mag-outro.
Is that how it works for this tournament? I guess so. All right then. So thank you guys for watching. We will see you in around 30 minutes for the next 4 key match, seed 8 versus seed 9. This has been Itawachi with Serpcho 85. And we will see
Yeah,
you next time. Good luck to all players for the next rounds and next matches. Bye bye.